Let's come into a comfortable seat. You can choose to cross your legs or come into a kneeling position. Welcome to My Utopia Online. My name is Joelle, and I'm really happy that we can practice together. We can move together, that we can breathe together. And even though we're physically not together, when we close our eyes, I find it such a beautiful thing. When I close my eyes, I can even still remember where I was and what happened. I was in India, for example, when I did my first headstand. I think it's 7 years ago. And when I close my eyes, I can still remember the shava. I can still remember how I felt. The first headstands, I thought I was never going to be able to do that when I started my practice. So when you close your eyes, in your heart and in your memory, you can almost pretend that we are physically together, you know what I mean? We can remember the physical My Utopia as well, the smells, the colors, the sounds, the view out of My Utopia, that's all still there. And the fact that we met there is where our journey started. And we continue it here online, which is absolutely wonderful. So thank you for supporting the community and for practicing, just working on yourself, you know, continuing wanting to be the best version of yourself, regardless of the chaos that goes around. For now, let's just close our eyes and come to a still seat. Stillness can reveal a lot. When the clutter, maybe sometimes external distractions get taken away, certain things can become more clear. And some of those things are a blessing, or they feel like a blessing that you're like, oh, this is such a beautiful insight that I cultivated thanks to the stillness, thanks to the quietness, thanks to the pause. And certain things also reveal themselves, which might be confronting, whether that is about yourself or the external world, your interactions. And in yoga, we practice non-attachment and non-judgment. We work with the insights, with the observations, and try to learn something from it. And that's the journey. I love intention setting. It's a very powerful tool. It simply just helps you to pay attention to a certain part of your life or to a certain behavior you might have. My intention for the last week was forgiveness. So while you sit there and breathe nice and deep and nice and slow, what does forgiveness mean to you? I had to forgive myself for, not maybe being 100% myself over the last couple of weeks. It's been challenging for everybody in different ways. You might have had the feeling that you lost course a little bit, and some of the habits or some of the things or core values you really stand for were harder to comply with or to, stay close to yourself, to your own truth. Can you forgive yourself for that? And then once you have forgiven yourself, can you also extend that forgiveness to people around you? You might have been accidentally hurt along the way by a comment, or maybe even by a lack of communication, maybe a sensation of not being seen or feeling excluded. Whatever it is, can you practice with forgiveness this morning? A part of forgiveness to yourself, and then extending that forgiveness to others. We sit for another 30 seconds still, and just translate that in your own heart and mind. Soft breaths. And then bring the hands to prayer in front of the heart. if that is the theme and intention you would like to use for your practice, and maybe for this day and the weekend, then just bring it into your mind's eye and bow your head towards your fingertips, or bring your own intention or dedication into the practice. Just an extra layer of consciousness. And then roll over your shins, come into a child's pose. So your big toes touch, your knees come nice and wide. And your hands can reach forward. Child's pose is a beautiful shape. It really represents forgiveness in a way that when you practice, and whether that is physical or mental or emotionally, you get a little bit too challenged and you just need a break. It's almost like you're gifting yourself a moment of pause, a moment of reflection, a moment to just breathe again and then continue. Take 3 more breaths here. You can bring your Ujjayi breath in, so slow breaths in and out of the nose. Feel the expansion of the rib cage on the inhale and a softening on the exhale. And then come to a tabletop. Bring your hands under your shoulders and your knees under your hips. Take a cow stretch, look up, tailbone comes up. And now let's cat to the right. So you really press the body to the right side. Your chin can come close to your right armpit and you look under the right armpit. Bring it back to center, feel the symmetry, breathe in. And now let's cat to the other side. So really open the left lung, the left side of the body. Close your eyes, breathe in, cow stretch. And just keep going like that for a little while. For a couple of rounds of breath, with your breath, with the pace of your breath, or if any other movement comes in, any other urges or check-ins with your body, with your shoulders, your spine, your hips, feel free to, bring some creativity into your practice. Around 3 more rounds. Feel free to close your eyes and really feel the body. Forgive yourself for not being perfect. Forgive yourself for maybe have done certain things you would have now done differently. Coulda, shoulda, woulda. It's in the past. All right, let's come into a heart opener, puppy's pose. Hands slide forward, knees are below your hips, and then press your chest down. So really opening your heart space for yourself and for others. 3 more rounds of breath here. Lift your head, look at your thumbs, and then come into an elbow plank. So let's tuck your toes and lift those knees off the floor. Or maybe keep the knees on the floor, that's totally fine. Pick what suits you and then close your eyes, take a deep breath in. And then side out. 1 more big breath. Knees to the floor, point your toes, swings pose. Lift your heart, lift your chest, open the collarbones. And then softly press the elbows into the mat. Open the collarbones, look at the horizon. Take a deep breath in here. Let's activate the core. Flying swing. So lift your hips, point your toes still, and just hover here. All right, we move with the breath. Swings pose, hips down. Look at the horizon, open the collarbones on the inhale. Exhale, lift your hips, hover. So it's an elbow plank with the toes pointed. 3 more times. Inhale. Exhale. Last 2 rounds. Yeah, looking good, looking strong. Keep a smile on your face. That's it. Beautiful smile. Love them. All right, come back into your swings pose. Breathe in. And then the nose drops to the floor. Breathe out. Hands next to your rib cage. Tuck your toes. Take a deep breath in. Yogi's choice. Plank or tabletop. Press all the way up. Hold. Reassess and readjust
your plank pose. Maybe walk your hand and walk your feet. Good. Index fingers parallel to each other and parallel to the long axis of the mat. Yeah, that's it. Take a deep breath in. Hover the knees just above the floor and now lift your tailbone up towards the sky. Downward facing dog. Probably the first one of your day. Definitely the first one of this practice. So let's take 3 breaths. So just feel it out. And you can choose for stillness or movement here. What suits you more? Take a deep breath in and now walk your hands to your feet, to the back of your mat. Hands all the way to the back of the mat. Look at your feet, they are parallel. Inhale, halfway lift, hands just under the knees, lengthen the spine. And then fold forward, exhale. 2 more like that. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold forward. Like a balloon, your lungs fill up, float your chest up. And then the balloon empties and you surrender. Nice. Rise. Roll the spine all the way up. Hands above your head. Hands to heart center. Samasthiti. Inhale, arms up. Bend the knees, dive forward. Exhale, relax your neck and shoulders. Maybe shake this up. No. Inhale, halfway lift, Nathan. And then walk all the way back to plank pose. Yeah, measure out the plank. Adjust your plank. Take a deep breath in. Keep your toes tucked. Hanging cobra. Knees hover on the floor. Guys, it's very important that the legs are strong. So you're not having fluffy legs. It's strong legs. Press your heels down that protects your lower back. Hanging cobra. Open the collarbones. Look at the horizon. Take a deep breath in. Right knee to your nose. Exhale. Step back into hanging cobra. Breathe in. Left knee to your nose. Breathe out. Last one. Inhale, hanging cobra. Open the heart. Right knee to your nose. 3-legged dog. Right leg all the way behind you. Now open up the hip. Step the right hip on top of the left. And then you can either create a couple of circles with the foot, working into the ankle, or if you want to work into that hip joint, just make a couple of circles with your knee. Yeah, beautiful. 3-legged dog, point the right toes. Step the right foot to the outside of the right hand. Runner's lunge, nice and wide. Look forward, right toes point straight forward. Wide pyramid pose. I really enjoy flexing my right foot here. So I lift the toes off the floor and I press the heel into the floor. Open the toes, you can come into fingertips, maybe walk them a little in or wider. Good. Take a deep breath in here. Come back to your runner's lunge, walk the hands forward. With the breath, inhale, move forward. Runner's lunge, flex the foot or keep the toe down. It's just a nice variation. 2 more times. Inhale, exhale. Last one. Inhale, come down. Exhale, come back. Inhale, runner's lunge. Vinyasa squat. Step both feet to the outside of the hands. You can bring the feet as wide as they need to be. Just figure out what works for you. Your elbows can also be on your thighs or come a little lower. Do what works good for the body. Nice. Take a deep breath in here and then sigh it out. Let's stand up powerfully. Inhale all the way up, hands above your head. And now sit down as low as your knees and your hips allow. All right, 5 more. Inhale. Sit down. Exhale. Equal pressure, maybe close your eyes. Feel if you're pressing equally in both heels. If there is a dominance to lean to one side. Yeah, click clack, maybe some cracks in the knees and the hips. Let's do 1 more together. Deep breath in. Exhale, Vinyasa. And lift the heart towards the thumbs. And now parallel the feet and fold forward, walk. Toe heel your toes to touch. Utkatasana. Inhale, sit down into your little chair. Close your eyes, hold and breathe. Feel the intensity. Maybe lift your toes, wiggle them, except today. Woo! Let them have a little party there. Good, and then place the toes back down. Take a deep breath in. To your right, open the arms, twist. Exhale. Back to center, breathe in. To your left, exhale. Looking good, looking strong. Inhale. Now fly your chair. Arms reach back. Focus your eyes. Lift your heels. If you feel ready for a diver's pose, you can start to interlace your hands behind your back and start to dive the nose down and forward. I always pretend I'm standing on the edge of a cliff. I'm curious to see what's going on down there, but I also don't want to fall. So you're balancing here. Good. For 3, 2, heels down, high mountain, arms above your head. Inhale. Slide it out. Samasthiti. Beautiful. Inhale, high mountain. Bend the knees, fold forward. Exhale. Inhale, halfway, lift them. Step back to plank pose. Hands down, feet to the back. Toes or knees, that's up to you. This is your life, this is your practice. We're going to chaturanga. So shift your weight forward, 90 degrees only. You can also come all the way to the belly. Inhale, up dog or cobra pose. Now lift from the hips. Hips go first. Look at the toes, feel the front of the feet stretch. And then flip over both or one foot at the same time. Let's get some heat going. So make your downward facing dog a little shorter. Pretend you're 6 years old, or 8, or 7, whatever you want, and then start to make little hops. Now the only thing here is to not take yourself too serious. Don't take yourself too serious. It's okay. It's alright. It's playtime. It's 0, 0, 5. Okay, let's see. Remember, you don't remember as a baby when you learn how to walk. It's a process. So just little kicks. And if you want to be extra happy because it's Saturday and we can play outside again, lift your feet. Let them also just be here, above the floor. Tap your feet or twice. Now it also really helps to keep your gaze somewhere in between your thumbs. For 3, 2, downward facing dog. 3 breaths. If child's pose serves you better, come to child's pose. Stillness or movement here. Feel your heart rate. Feel your breath. Notice your thoughts. Let them be kind. Let them come from a space of love and self-compassion. Forward into plank pose. Breathe in. Keep the toes tucked. Hanging cobra. Exhale. Take a deep breath in here. Left knee to your nose. Exhale. Step back, hanging cobra. Breathe in. Right knee to your nose. Exhale. Looking good, looking strong. Hanging cobra. Left knee to your nose. 3-legged dog. Lift it up. Open the hip to the side. Stack the left hip on top of the right. Create a couple of circles. Ankle joint or hip joint. Stay with your breath. Extend the leg. 3-legged dog. Square out the hips. Look forward. Step the foot to the outside of the hand. Come into your fingertips. Breathe in. Wide pyramid pose with a flexed foot. If that is a variation that you enjoy, we hold for 3 breaths. Feel free to close your eyes and really come into a space of noticing sensations. Smell, taste, what do you hear, what do you feel? Let's flow with the breath. Inhale, runner's lunge, strong right leg. Exhale, wide pyramid pose. 2 more times. Find a rhythm. Inhale, fill up. And even side out. Breathe in, come forward. Breathe out, bring the hips back. Inhale, place the foot down. And then step the right foot to the outside of your hands as well. Crow pose. So it's up to you. You can, there's crow and crane. If this is in your practice, have some fun. If you want to come to a tripod headspace or whatever, just yeah, show us some cool stories on Instagram and tag myself and my Utopia, and we'll see what you've done in this playtime. If crow is new to you, elbows on the inside of the knees, feel the resistance, trust your hands. Tell them you're my friend. I've counted on my feet for a long time. Let's trust my hands. I'll show you from the side. Hands go shoulder width apart. Your gaze is very important. Lift the bum, squeeze the knees to the arms, and the arms press out. Feel that resistance. And it's a seesaw. Maybe lift one toe, maybe lift two. The bum and the head are balancing out. Slowly does it, and look more forward than you think. Yeah, you're looking good. I hope someone gets it for the first time today. But that feeling is just so nice. So nice. If you have tighter hips or not so open in an external rotation, crane. The feet go parallel. For some this is harder, for some this is easier. So the knees go in the back of the triceps, look forward again. So it's a slight different variation. I'll give you 3-4 more breaths to play with. Take a deep breath in, prepare, step back, plank pose, or shoot back into chaturanga. Inhale, cobra, or upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Two more rounds of breath there, and wait and meet in downward facing dog. Inhale, bend your knees, look forward. Exhale, step or jump to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway, lift, lengthen. And now flatten your lips. Ooh! Relax your mouth, 2 more times. I wish I could hear you. Ooh! The last one is going to be really loud. Inhale, wake up your neighbors. Ooh! They might think you go crazy, but who cares? Inhale, high mountain, come all the way up. Hands to heart center and extend. Chair pose, Utkatasana. To eagle, right arm under the left, right leg over the left. 30 seconds here. Now the great thing is that forgiveness can be practiced on your mat. When, for example, when you fall, or when things are not going exactly according to what you think it should be. In yoga, there's no shoulds. It's a practice, it's a journey. Now notice that maybe your knees are coming a little to the left here. So pull them back into the center. So your elbows and your knees are stacked as much on top of each other as possible. Last 3, sit a little deeper. Come on, go for the challenge. 2, right knee into your chest, breathe in. And now hug it in, wind removal pose. Shoulder away from the ears. Beautiful. Different people, different options. Your left hand can come to the outside of the knee, and I like to place my right hand on my sacrum, so you can twist here. A nice twist, maybe you can even look over your right shoulder and see the wall behind you. Some of you might be able to hold on to the pinky side of the right foot. Now keep a straight spine with priority over a straight leg. So straight spine, maybe the knee stays bent and you're kicking the foot forward, rather than going, okay, I want a straight leg, but now I'm riding my spine. Yeah, feel that resistance. Stay there for 3, 2, low flying warrior. Bring your right leg all the way behind you and find your low flying warrior. Pause and breathe. Find your focus point. 3, 2, hands down, step back, plank pose, breathe in, hanging cobra, breathe out. Take another deep breath in here, and back to downward facing dog. Exhale. Bend your knees, look forward, Step or jump to the top of your mat. Nice and self-control movements. Inhale. And let's let those hips again. It really relaxes your face and your jaw. 2 more times. There's a reason we're doing it silly. Yeah, I can see your beautiful lips, Doms. The most beautiful lips of my Utopia, Doms, for sure. Right, high mountain, breathe in. Hands to heart center, breathe out. Chair pose, Utkatasana, sink nice and low. Eagle, left arm under, left leg over. Find your shape. And just notice, yoga is a practice of sensation, of becoming aware. And just going, okay, let me try. There's no end goal. It's a journey. Now notice if the knees are going a lot to the right side. You're bringing everything in line with your spine, with your center line here. Yeah, that's it. That's it. Our shoulders away from the ears. Maybe lift the elbows a little. Move the hands away from the face. There's 3. Sink a little deeper, squeeze the legs. 2. Fabulous. Single leg Tadasana. Left knee up and towards your chest. Arms reach up. Hug it in. Hug your beautiful leg in towards your chest. Really open the collarbones. Proud to be here. Let's add on that twist. Right hand to the outside of the knee. Find your balance. Place the left hand on the sacrum. That placing of the sacrum can just help you to go whoop, whoop. You've got a bit of an anchor there. Or go for the other variation. Remember, straight spine, priority over a straight leg. Feel the resistance. I can cheat. I can touch the wall. That's not fair. I can hold this for hours. That wouldn't be fair. Twist, 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 twist. Squeeze the organs. Create space in the spine for 3, 2. Slowly come back and extend that left leg behind you. Low flying warrior. Fabulous control. Nice. Draw that left hip a little down. So you can even feel your bum. Can you place a bottle of milk or champagne here on your sacrum? Or is the hip open? Is the bottle falling off? Yeah, square that hip down. Active mat toes. For 3. Soft landing. 2. Hands down, foot down. Flatten palms, step back. Plank pose. Breathe in. Hanging cobra, breathe out. Open the collarbones, strong legs. Inhale, downward facing dog. Beautiful work. Exhale, shake a soft no. Let's flow with our breath again. Inhale, hanging cobra. Hover the legs, but they are nice and strong. Right knee to your nose. Exhale. Step back, hanging cobra. Left knee to your nose. Looking good, feeling warm. Breathe in, hanging cobra. Right knee to your nose. Exhale. 3-legged dog, right leg all the way up and behind you. And now open the hips. If you've got to flip the dog, or you want to try it out, look under your left armpit. I can actually see you. Hello. But I can also see my foot. And then I follow that foot down to the floor. And then you choose to come into a wild thing, or maybe parallel your feet, which is different, and then come into a bit of a bridge or half-angle wheel. Some people can even come into a full wheel there. Confused about what's right and left, that's okay. Take one more deep breath in. Look to your left hand. Right hand comes down. 3-legged dog. Lift the right leg behind you. Look forward and step the foot in between your hands. Find your feet, crescent lunge. Arms above your head. Take a deep breath in. And now twist to your right. Exhale. Inhale back to center. Hands to heart. Exhale. Lean a little forward, and this time we twist the elbow to the outside of the thigh. Again, different people, different options. Remember our intention of forgiveness, be kind. Your left knee come down, you can stay here, or find balance. Lift the left leg, twist and breathe. Yay! This is it. Not so easy. Feel the wobbling in that right ankle. It's just getting stronger. For 3, 2. We meet in a crescent lunge. Breathe in, arms up. Slice open, warrior 2. Right toes point forward. Left toes are slightly in. And relax your shoulders. Reverse warrior. Right arm reaches up and over. Extended side angle. Now hold your extended side angle and place your left hand on your rib cage. So the right hand is pressing on the inside of the knee. There's a bit of resistance here. The knee wants to go in, but the arm is going out. Stay in line with those toes. And then the upper body twists open. Twist open. Left arm up. Maybe over your ear. Good. Can you sink a little deeper? Sink a little deeper. Fabulous. Reverse triangle. Extend both legs and both arms. Full triangle. Now I have to say that when I do my triangle, I make it a little shorter. Might be a habit. It just feels nicer. So I just slide the back heel a little in. It works for me. Huh? Feel free to stay in your long stance. Triangle under your legs. Now create space here on the right side. One arm to 6, one arm to 12 o'clock. You can look down to the front or up to the sky. And rather than having a round spine, can you lengthen here between the front of the right hip and the armpit? As if there's an elastic band there and you want to go, ah, yeah, press that hip back. Fabulous. For 3, 2, look down to the right toe. Start to bring your right hand to the floor, floating to half moon. Fingers right underneath the shoulders. Activate your left hand as well. The left foot is behind you, but it's very important to keep those toes active. For 3, 2, Shiva squat. Put the left knee behind the right. Take a deep breath in here. Side up, standing splits. A little bit of self-practice in the practice, so you can stay here. The challenge can be to bring the right hand around the calf, or do some kicks, handstand hops. You can also really activate those left toes. Try to bring both hands. This is hard. Focus your eyes. Can you bring both hands around the calf? See the toes. Look at the toes. Look at them wobble. Yes, the right ankle is getting really strong. Right knee. Maybe do some more kicks. Hands down, handstand practice for 3, 2. Hover the left foot just above the floor and then step into a forward fold. Nice and controlled movements. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. Yogi's choice, chaturanga. Step back, jump back, show me what you're made of. Or step straight to downward facing dog. Yeah, that's it. Power in those arms. Inhale up and then with a smile. Yep. Corners of the mouth up towards the ceiling. That's much better. It feels better too. 3 breaths in down dog or child's pose. Up to you. A sigh can be such a nice relief as well. Are we ready? Yeah, you can see you're ready. You're amazing. You are amazing. Let's go. Flow with the breath. Inhale, plank pose. Exhale, hanging cobra. Take another breath in. It's the left knee to your nose. Drawing really close. Step back, hanging cobra. Right knee this time. Can you get it closer to your nose and your heel closer to your bum? That's it. Hanging cobra. Left knee to your nose. 3-legged dog. Open the hip all the way up. Bend the knee. Cuckoo. Hello, I can see you. Can you see your own foot? Take this transition slowly, carefully, and decide before you flip what to do with your feet. Are you going to go to a wild thing or to more like a bridge kind of wheel situation? It's a very different feet action. Wild thing, one toe under, the other foot is extended, or the feet are parallel, and then I hover a little bit, and then from the strength of the legs, you can start to find it hard. Whatever you do, breathe for 3, 2, look down to the right hand, inhale. Left hand down, exhale. Inhale, 3-legged dog. Nice full stretch, look forward, step the foot forward. Prepare to rise, stand up, press the back. Hands to heart center, exhale. Find some calmness. Inhale, arms up. Twist to the left, exhale. Hover the right knee just above the knee. Inhale, arms up. And our palms to heart center again. Lift the heart towards the thumbs, create space in the spine. And then twist the right elbow to the outside of the knee. Stay here, knee down, or fly. Show me your option. Yeah, that looks good. Remember the back foot, the right foot is really active. What are you doing with the right foot? Are you flexing it, pointing it? Barbie toe, how's Barbie toe again? This is Barbie toe on the screen. Are you balancing? That's it. That's it. Stay with it. We're meeting crescent lunge in 3, 2, release your twist, foot comes down, arms comes up. Woo! Fabulous. Warrior 2, slice it open. Almost feels like a break. Warrior 2 is a strong pose, but in this little sequence, it almost feels like a break. Reverse warrior, left arm comes up towards the sky. Feel the length here. Keep the length there. Keep it to the front, arm to the inside. You can quickly check the knee there. Nicely align with your toes. And then before going too quick, hand to the ribcage. Be your own yoga teacher. So pretending that it's my hand. And I'm slowly pulling your chest open. Open the right collarbone. And now your torso is nicely twisted open. Up or around your bicep. Oh, sink a little deeper in the left knee. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Fabulous. Reverse triangle. Extend both legs and both arms. Find that length and set yourself up for full triangle. So right toe heel, the back foot a little in. Right toes are in compared to the heel. I even like to hold on to my hips and then go boom. It's a little bit like a, who does it? Betty Boo. And you know, the little bit of a shake in the hip because it's Saturday, so bring the right arm back. As much as the bum goes back, the hand reaches forward to create space. 6 and 12. And there you've got your triangle. Nice to know that there's a triangle under your legs. There's also a triangle here on the front of your left thigh, your arm, and the sideways. Maybe even a little mini triangle here between the back of your left ankle, Achilles. Create little triangles everywhere. Lovely. Reach up to the right fingers. Open the body. Okay, exhale down to the big toe. Walk your left hand a little forward on an inhale. Fingers down. You can use a block, a bottle of water, any prop. And remember, it's the limbs, the right hand and the right foot, the limbs that you can't see that are really important here. Activate those right fingers. Activate the right toes. For 3, maybe peel a couple of fingers off the floor, all of them. 2, one more deep breath in. Shiva squat. Ooh, lovely. Square out the hips. Lift the chest a little. Breathe in. Side out. Standing splits. Need some space there. Yeah, lift the right leg. Find your balance. So you can do the one hand to calf, 2 hand to calf. If you want to do some kind of handstand practice, you can clap your feet. High five your feet. Look, can be low, can be just above the floor. Just start to trust, standing on your hands. Yes, so the right leg goes up and the left hand claps. We'll take the same variation with those both hands. For 3, 2, activate that right foot. Hover it just above the floor, next to the left, and then place it down. Inhale, halfway lift lengthen. Chaturanga, yogi's choice. Step, jump, float, skip. We meet in down dog. I'm gonna watch you. Yeah, it's so nice when you keep your screen on. For me at least. Yeah, wonderful. Last little bit of challenge. Take a breath in, bend your knees, look forward, step or jump to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, fall forward. Rise, high mountain, press into the feet to grow tall. Samasthiti here, close your eyes. 3 rounds of breath, this is part of your practice. The stillness, the noticing, the observing, and maybe a sense of clarity that comes with it. It might not come immediately, it might come over time. Now, 2 more standing poses. Dance pose on the right, dance pose on the left. Let's go. So, your right heel comes in towards your right bum. Please keep your armpit open. So the thumb is up, because you're always giving yourself the thumbs up. Keep it up, hold on to the big toe side. Find a focus point. Up you go, 30 seconds, dance for yourself. Go to that edge. Oh, you look amazing. That's Instagram worthy. I should actually take a screenshot. Amazing, 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 amazing. Now, the cool thing is, you've been practicing this, maybe already for a longer time. This feels like your edge, right? You're really, really pressing to the edge. For the last 10 seconds, press further than the edge that you think you can reach to. And if you lose the balance, forgive yourself. For 5, go, 4, breathe, focus, 3. Slowly back, inhale, arms up. Samasthiti here, exhale, pause and feel. Feel, yoga is a practice of feeling. Not so much thinking, feeling. Feeling your breath, feeling your heart. Feeling nice things and sometimes not so nice things. All the colors of the rainbow, we can express, explore. Let's do this together, my Tokyo Online. Dance pose, other side. Yes, I can. Of course I can. Open its armpit. Find the foot. The foot really kicks back. If you let go of it, you want more 30 seconds to start. Let's start now. Go. Yeah. Nice, 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 nice. Now, that's the thing of learning new things. If we do it the same way, we'll keep doing it the same way. So it's at that edge where you go, let's go a little further. Your last 10 seconds. Your last 10 seconds. Go a little further, expand. So you've got more and more and more space for 3, 2, gracefully come out, the arms above your head, and then find a sense of peace and serenity. 5 breaths here. Wonderful. Chair pose, Utkatasana. Now start to sink down until the bum touches the floor, but in 10, 9, 8, 7. Your hands can be at heart, that's fine. I'll keep counting. 5, 4, hover, 3, 2.5, 2, 1. Yeah. Have a sip of water, and now just check if you are nice and warm. We're going to wind down, so keep the body warm, put on some socks, maybe a sweater, anything like that. Then place your feet hip width apart, fingers point towards your bum, reverse tabletop, open the heart, you can look at the belly button. If you have shoulder injuries, just do both pose instead. Close your eyes, 4 breaths here. You look at the belly button or the ceiling, or you can drop the head. Just be careful with dropping the head. Be gentle with your neck. Gentle chest,
Slowly sit the bum down. And then place the left ankle on top of the right thigh in a figure 4. This is an external rotation of your left hip. And some people just have very open hips and some people not so much. It doesn't really matter. So see where you can go. If the foot is further away, it's a little bit more spacious. If you're very open, you can place the foot a little closer. Now place the fingers behind you. Wherever you are, press that knee a little out and lift your heart. Close your eyes. Take 4 breaths here. You can have a soft bend in the elbows. Around 4 to 6 counts to breathe in. Around 4 to 6 counts to breathe out. Take 1 more deep breath in. Open your eyes. Slide your right leg along the floor. Keep your figure 4. Just make sure it's not pressing on your kneecap. So if this feels too tight, bring the foot over the knee. If you're okay, just stay there. All right. Fingertips next to you. Maybe wiggle a little bit so you find some space there on your sit bones. And then come forward. Over the leg. Maybe you can hold onto the foot. Let the head drag forward. And fingertips next to the legs is totally fine. Inhale to lift your chest. Keep the legs where they are. Keep your left foot flexed. We're adding on a twist. So you can just walk your torso more over the foot and come forward. Or you can bring your hands onto the floor and then the foot presses into the lower arm. Or if you've got more space, you might want to use a block if you have one. Bring the elbow on the block, or maybe even not, the floor is too far, even for me today. And then you can feel that the foot can press a bit against the elbow. You can even do a strike pose. So the hands can also be here. Twist. Different option, different people. Close your eyes. 3 more rounds of breath. One day this will bring you to dragonfly. So big twist with an open hip. Not so easy. Not so easy. All right, let's come back. Take a breath in. Bring both feet next to each other. And then just windshield from right to left. Find your sit bones. Feet far away. Right ankle on top of the thigh. Foot close or a bit further. Somewhere in between those 2 spaces. And then fingertips down, soft bend in the elbow. Breathe in, lift the heart. Lift the chin, close your eyes, breathe. Notice what you notice. Take another deep breath in. Open your eyes. Slide your left leg in front. Remember the knee. Keep it nice and safe there. Either just place the foot across the knee. That is totally fine. Not sit bones onto the floor and come over your leg. Now with forgiveness also comes courage. Once you've forgiven yourself and maybe you've forgiven someone else, and we've all been triggered by our own actions, by our own thoughts, and by actions and thoughts and expressions of others. Maybe today is a good day to pick up the phone and just call someone and say, you know what, I'm sorry. It was hard for me. And I might not have told you, or, you know, but I've been thinking about you, or I miss you, and just, I think it's one of the most beautiful things that you can do. And then the circle is round, the circle is closed, and we can move on. Take 2 more rounds of breath. Lift your chest slightly, and then add on that twist. Can be both hands, one hand on one side of the leg, or both hands on the outside of your left leg. The hand can come down, so the foot is pressing into the hand or the arm, and the arm is softly pressing back. That bit of activity stretches more into the hip socket as well, or the elbow. Woo! Harder on this side. You're not symmetrical. This is not an easy shape, guys. It's not easy. There's different variations. So you can always find a place where you can smile and be happy. Take 2 more rounds of breath. All right. Release the legs, scoop your hips to the top of your mat, and then come lie into your back. That's always a nice part of the practice. The hard work will be rewarded with the sweet treat of some stretches and a lovely Shavasana. Maybe you prefer to be in a seated position. Just decide that already. And for now, bring yourself into a happy baby pose. If you have tighter hips, you can use a belt here. Just bring the belt across the feet. And the knee strikes come down to the floor. The feet are resisting. You can hold on to the knees as well. Ankles or sides of the feet. Just notice with your eyes closed, because I really encourage you to close your eyes now. If your shoulders are relaxed. If the corners of the mouth are up, so you're smiling and breathing. And your happy, happy, happy babies can even wiggle a little from right to left. And while you use your ears to listen to whatever song is playing on the playlist now, notice if you are enjoying it. If it's a soft song, you can always skip a couple of songs forward. The last couple of songs are all meditative songs. Or I have a playlist on my profile called Meditation Music. It's like 3 hours of very soft music. So notice if you're preparing yourself fully for the most soft, gentle Shavasana. All the external things are perfectly set. Come up with the legs, leg up the wall. You've got a minute or 2 to finish your practice. You can already come into Shavasana now. Put some warmer clothing on. Maybe come into a plow pose, a shoulder stance, a head stance. 2 minutes of self-practice within the practice. You can already give yourself a nice Shavasana. Already start to wind down. Make sure you're warm. If you prefer to meditate instead, a really nice other practice that I have daily is journaling. It's really helpful, like if maybe things came up during the practice, whether it was related to the theme of forgiveness or any other things, just writing it down, because we're not expressing ourselves as much as we normally do. You know, we're not offloading by talking to friends. Maybe specifically if you're single and you're alone at home, write. Just start to write down, like, this is how I feel, this is what's going on. And that writing down can create a sense of observation and awareness. And then things can start to click back in place, rather than it all feeling very, very overwhelming and chaotic. So if you have a notebook or anything, it's such a beautiful thing to also do. So if you prefer after this practice to just take some time and just start to write down some of the thoughts and feelings, very healing. For now, come into Shavasana or into your meditative seat, and I will be the timekeeper. So you can just simply relax, let go, and be still. If you are in a really happy space there, just stay. Saturday, you've got time. Give yourself another 10-15 minutes of a combination of Shavasana meditation and journaling. If you are meditating or Shavasana, staying in Shavasana, then it's nice to put a timer on. Then somebody else can be the timekeeper for you and you can let go. If you're ready to kickstart the rest of your day, then start with a deep breath in to wake up your body, your internal alarm almost, to say, we're gonna wake up again. Really slow little movements, and notice the subtle movements of your fingers and your toes, your ankles. Very kind movements, and then hug your knees in towards your chest. When you are ready, maybe you start with movement and you're like, oh no, I want to stay. I love my Shavasana today. And do that. We'll switch off the screen and all of that. You can just totally ignore me. Otherwise, roll to the side. Pause there for a moment. You can use your bottom arm as a lovely pillow for your head. And with your eyes closed, come to a seated position. Commit to a little moment of stillness before we move out into the rest of our day. And just realize what we want to take off our mat into the rest of the day. How our practice shapes us, changes us, transforms us. Breath by breath. Little steps in the right direction. Please place your hands together, a gesture of greeting and connection. And with a spacious heart and a clear mind, and a grateful heart, let's practice forgiveness and maybe also some courage, not only on our mat, but also off our mat. This day, this weekend, maybe this full week. Rest me only to thank you for allowing me to guide you, for allowing me to teach. Thank you, my Utopia Online, for allowing us to continue sharing what we love, serving our communities. And thank you, yogis, for keeping this community alive. Namaste.